nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been
Well,
a
I have a
while.
lot of relatives back there.
You
and
do. That's
friends and stuff, more
Mhm.
so than, I mean, I know a lot of people here, but people I grew up with
Right.
that are still alive.
You want to connect with them while they're kicking.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah, you too. You're here.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to be 81 this year, so that's kind of,
Crackers. Woo.
so
That's right.
gotta,
That's a good age. Mhm, mhm.
yeah, so I got to make the trip on the train while I still can.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's good. I didn't realize you were thinking about that. You could do your big gig at 39 days and then blast off into the
Yeah,
ether.
take the train again. I love the train still.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One
and
of these days.
And they still have that program if you guys ever wanted to travel
Our
on
guests
the
might
train.
consider it. Yeah. They,
Do you know about that program?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah. They're still doing it.
Oh, good.
They stopped it during COVID, and then they started it up again. So, yeah,
Is
still.
it just acoustic?
Excuse me?
Is it acoustic?
just unplugged.
Yeah.
Harold's doing it. This year.
Harold Anderson. There we go.
Yeah.
Huh.
Homeless Harold.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got his second for it.
Huh. Oh, speaking of music, what have you been thinking? What'd you work on?
Well, it's I took out my guitar and stuff the other day, and I was trying to think of some songs I haven't done
Oh.
because I'm not playing all that
You're not
much now.
playing it
I'm
enough,
starting to
young
not
fella.
remember all the songs.
Yeah. You got to work on that.
Well, yeah, you got to keep them going,
Yeah, yeah.
and so. But it's election time now, and all the elections, and it seems like whenever there's election, I for some reason or other, this song, it doesn't have anything to do with elections.
Right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that it's not a song where I sing about, hey, you got to go out and vote or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just a remembrance. And I know you like this one, Billy.
I will.
Mother Earth.
I love this song.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
Well, the world today we know's in a weaver's spin. Where, why, how did it all begin? Many more people sleeping out in the park, while a pretty girl dances barefoot under the stars. One thing you gotta remember, never forget. Mother Earth, she's the host, and we're the guest, all right. We're just the guests. Well, we look to the city sky, see a yellow haze. Bet your bottom dollar it's man-made. We've wrapped the world all up with cellophane. The ground beneath our feet, it cries in pain. One thing you gotta remember, never forget. Mother Earth, she's the host, and we're the guest, all right. We're just the guest. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're just the guest, all right. Well, we've got to right the wrong mess we've made, if we're to rise to greet a brand new day. People of the world, we need a master plan, so we can save our water, air, and land. One thing you gotta remember, never forget. Mother Earth, she's the host. Mother Earth, she's the host. Mother Earth, she's the host. The world today we know's in a weaver's spin. Where, why, how did it all begin? Many more people people sleeping out in the park. Oh, while a pretty girl dances barefoot under the stars. One thing you gotta remember, never forget. All right, no. Mother Earth, she's the host, and we're the guest. All right, we're just the guest. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, now, 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 now. We're just the guest. We're just the guests. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, save the world. We're just the guests. Remember.
All right. Woo! I love that one. Yes. Man, that's a beautiful Earth Day song.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gene. Yeah, it sounds as good as when you recorded it. How many years ago with Tom Shondell?
Oh, maybe.
It's a few.
I don't know, 20 years ago, I guess.
See, you still got it. 20
It's
years
still,
ago. Is it that
still
long?
relative for today's what's going on
It
in
is.
the world today. It's still
It is.
happening, you know.
We're still screwing up, and we got a lot of work to do. That's right. Well, I think the doctor's feeling frisky. There was a lot of snap and crackle, a lot of plunkety plunk, a little wah wah in that. What do you call that thing again?
Kalimba?
The kalimba sounded great.
Thank you.
Doctor, you must be feeling frisky, are you?
What?
Huh? What?
That was all him.
That was him. Wow. It's all
It
in
was?
the nuances.
Oh, I'm getting good, eh?
Have you been practicing? Have you been working on your 10,000 hours? Come on. Let's have the truth. That's right. Well, it's exciting to hear that you might travel and connect with friends. Let's see who's chatting here. Got a couple. Christina Helene, hello. She sings ballads. Sounding great, Jeannie. Thank you, Christina. And that's it for now. We might have somebody on Facebook.
Okay.
But where's that Leanie Beanie, I wonder?
I don't know.
She's usually
I don't
listening.
know.
Yeah.
Still celebrating her recovering
Still
from her
recovering
birthday.
from her birthday.
Yeah.
Great birthday gig. That was fun. And the hour of when does Taurus begin? Are we there yet? 22nd? Maybe.
What's
Could be
that?
the beginning of my people, the Tauruses.
Oh,
We're in my season
oh,
now.
your people.
My people. Yeah. A lot of ball. It's
What's
a lot of ball. It generally runs as a thread through the.
It's on the
Tauruses.
12th, eh?
My birthday's on the 12th, but I was speaking of the season of Taurus starts about now.
You can start any time you want, Billy.
April 21st, yes.
April 21st.
Yesterday. Okay, there you go. All right, well, without further ado, we don't want to be accused of rambling and heading nowhere, as John would say. So our wonderful guest, Huckleberry Holler, come on up. We're excited.
Yo!
Woohoo! All right, we've been waiting for this one. Now, Brian and Frida, you must know that Brian is, we call each other Brantford brothers. I was not born in Brantford. I believe Brian was. Is that correct?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, you were born in Brantford.
You
And
were
which
born in
hospital?
Brantford?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gene has relatives in Brantford.
Oh,
who
do you?
had
Yeah, that's where my great-grandfather lived to be 125. That's where he was.
What? 125?
Yeah, in Brantford, Ontario. Yeah.
He didn't drink the water.
I was
No.
gonna say, there ain't no
Well, the
fish
water
there.
was more pure back
Yeah, it was
then.
much more pure back then. Yeah,
It
for
was.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure what year that was they added the fluoride. Maybe in the late 60s or
Well,
something.
our mothers were good friends.
They were, yes.
Yeah,
They met and probably through the bazaars, right?
Oh, most likely, yeah.
Yeah. I proudly had a neck beanie, one of those rice things
Oh,
you
did
heat
you?
up for
One that
my
my mum made?
Yep.
I
that-
think we
Things are
still
great.
have some.
We still have
We
them.
Oh, you
have two of-
do?
We have two of them at home. Yeah.
Oh, because I ruined mine. I was so sad. Yeah, I used to love that thing. I don't know. I don't have a microwave anymore. How would I heat it up?
Yeah. Well, in
Put
the
it
oven.
Over the fire? In the oven, right? Would work.
The oven.
Yeah.
We could maybe.
Yeah,
Pass you
I'd
off
be
one?
a little hesitant to put it in the oven.
Would you?
but-
Yeah, it might,
Yeah.
might start to pop.
Yeah,
The rice
yeah,
would go
exactly,
off.
yeah.
Put it on the barbecue.
Put it on the barbecue.
Noise?
Yes, my mom was United Church. Where did your mom, what was her home?
Oh, I can't remember the name of the church.
It's a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
and
all right.
sadly, that church isn't. It was a lovely old building, like a.
Oh, they had some
200-year-old
beautiful ones in
building.
Brantford. Yeah.
lovely, but it's not in, I think they closed it down.
Oh,
I'm
did
not
they?
sure, I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Was it right on Colbert? One of those?
No,
West.
it was over in
West Brant?
East Brant,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
but, yeah.
Neat. But that's nice. Yes, we have the connection to Bradford. And Frida, where were you born?
Little town called Foss, Alberta.
Voss?
Foss.
Foss. Foss. Is that
Yeah,
north? or
actually
south?
High Prairie. It's 30
Yeah.
miles away was the hospital. But yeah, that's
Oh,
where I was
okay.
born, northern Alberta.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Unless Slave Lake area.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So you grew up hardy folk in that real winter in the
Yep.
gee.
Yeah.
agricultural land, or what was it like?
Not so much fishing. Lesser
Fishing.
Slave Lake fishing.
Right,
My dad
gotcha.
was a fisherman, so.
Yeah. Neat.
Yeah, we ate the fish.
Fish is good in
Yeah, yeah.
Alberta. Fish
You
is
ate the
good.
fish.
There's a
We had
common
the fish.
thread through tonight. Common tale.
And I maybe have a vague idea when you two met, but not really. I think didn't you probably met playing before you were a couple, as I can remember. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
Frida was in a band called, bluegrass band called Empty Pockets, and they were
Right.
hosting a jam session up at Shawnigan
Yeah.
Community Center.
Nice.
And I showed up, and I didn't know bluegrass from a hole in the ground.
Right.
But man, she was cute, so I had to
Cute. Yeah, yeah.
attend, you know.
Little sparkles started to happen
Yeah, well, not right away, but you know,
Right.
Yeah.
you know,
over the
Yeah,
time.
over
give it a-
music,
give it a,
though,
give it a
for
time,
sure. Right.
and that's what it was over music. Music and
Yes.
hiking. First date, she tried to kill me. She took
Oh.
me up.
And he came back for more. So
Really?
What was the name of the
He's
hill?
the
What's the
one.
name of the hill we went
Came
up?
back from
Mount Baldy.
Oh, Mount
Oh,
Baldy.
Baldy, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
took him
yeah.
up Mount
On a
Baldy
hot summer day.
because he
Oh,
said
Lord.
he was a hiker. So
You know, yeah.
That's a real test to see if you were BSing or not. See,
Oh
that's
yeah,
right. Can you
I
hike
was
or not?
BSing a certain amount. But yeah.
I'm as fit as a fiddle.
No, I always look this red when I walk.
I kept saying, "Are you okay? You're really red." I always look like this when I hike.
Yeah.
Well, we're so glad to have you. We were talking about Ukes misbehaving and sadly disbanding. Maybe you'll find a Clayton replacement, but that would be hard. You
It'd
put
be
in
hard
some-
to do. Yeah,
such-
yeah. Some of the stuff. It's fun stuff to do. We love
Yeah.
putting it together. The 40s and 50s jazz swing
Right.
tunes.
Yes.
And there's one that it's got 32 chord variations
What?
in
Oh, my
it.
Lord.
So yeah, it takes a long time to put them together and do the harmonies and stuff. But it's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
It's just so much
Oh, you
fun.
guys
It's
sounded
such a
great,
challenge.
too.
It's a blast.
Yeah. Well, what's your first selection for this afternoon? What'd you bring along?
This one, well, speaking of Earth Day, I was thinking we would do one all about, again, about Mother Earth, that, you know, that we're the guests for sure. And we're not doing that good of a job, but we're doing a bit better, though. It's all about coal mining and this poor fella on
Right.
how the only way he's going to get out of that coal mine is you know, to die. So,
The box. Yeah.
yeah, the box. So this is called Jerusalem's Choir.
Nice.
Ready? I'm just going to get a... Loud enough for you?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, here we go.
Swinging this hammer in the cold dark mine. I'd like to say that
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Oh, I love that one. And who wrote that?
A band called Kane's River.
Kane's
And
River.
yeah, they would probably be, I think, in Virginia or in around
Right.
that area where a lot of the mining is, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a classic song. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice job. Where did you start your musical journey, or what first played or sang?
In Victoria, I think I started off playing upright bass.
Right, right.
And played that for about 30-some years.
And harmonica.
And harmonica.
Right. Oh, great. Not at the
Harmonica.
same
Same
time. really?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the rack, I guess you
Yeah,
could. My
yeah.
gosh.
And did a little bit of fiddle, played a little bit of mandolin,
Yeah.
played a little bit of guitar.
Nice.
But bass was the thing that stuck, I think. you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite style when you started out?
I think my favorite style is swing. I
It is
really
still,
do.
yeah,
I mean, you know, both Brian and I have played in so many different styles of bands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I played country, blues in Victoria. When I lived in Victoria, there was a lot of blues and
Yeah.
a lot of jazz
Mm-hmm.
back then in the 80s. So
Right.
did a little bit of folk, then played a little bit of country. Then probably we played about, what was it, about 6 years at least of bluegrass music, right?
Did
6
you?
or
Wow,
10
At
years.
least- At least that.
So we did a
if
lot
not
of
longer.
bluegrass music, and then kind of into swing, and then now back into some folky stuff. So
Right. Great.
it all kind of goes around, you know.
Yes. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're going to keep Huckleberry Holler. Did I say that right? Sorry.
You did, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
It's the heat. I was in the heat today. Keep it going and add in some of those swing tunes. Brian, where did you start out your playing adventures?
I think it was the Ed Sullivan Show,
Uh-huh,
and
that
the
sounds
Beatles were on, and Mum said, "Come and look at these guys with the long hair." And I put my math homework down, and
Yeah.
I went out, and my brother bought me a guitar after that.
Oh, you started quite young. What age were you doing?
Oh God, I don't know,
You were
12 maybe.
12.
But
Nice,
but it's
yeah.
funny, you know. I took lessons at Jack Mailing's Hawaiian guitar studio.
Wow.
And he had to play it like this, and had a big nut on it. And,
Oh.
and I was learning tab, and I
Right.
didn't know from a note. It
Oh,
was
Lord.
so it wasn't very much fun. I did it for about a year or two, and
Yeah.
and then put it away for another couple of years, and then eventually, oh yeah, I got that guitar,
Right.
and I pulled the nut off and started learning some Beatles tunes. And
You could just play it like an ordinary guitar.
yeah, well, it really was. It was just
Yeah.
an ordinary guitar with a bunch of high strings on
A big nut.
it. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. But it was
No-
fun.
Not a lap steel per se, which is
No,
I'm
no,
not
not
sure
like
how
now.
those are different. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a
Right,
whole
you
bunch.
love them now.
I have a whole bunch now.
Right.
Yeah, I love lap steel.
More-
Dobro,
more
lap
toys.
steel. Yeah.
Nice. Well, it sure sounds good. What do you think? Would you like to try that adventure? You guys could do the train thing.
Oh, I'd love to. I think
Great
that'd be
way to
great. We got to
travel.
figure out something because this thing's not very loud. by
How
its
far will the
own.
train take you? Like, how far can you go across Canada before?
just to
Well,
Toronto?
they have music from Vancouver to Toronto, Toronto to Vancouver.
Okay, so.
But you can only do
Toronto.
one way. Is that right? Isn't it?
No, well, what you do is, like, let's say you were gonna go and play in Winnipeg, and you had some friends in Toronto. So if you had a gig in Winnipeg, you could get off the train and do your gig in Winnipeg, and then catch the next train to Toronto and still play. Like, you got to play.
Oh, okay.
You have to play throughout the train. It's 4 days and 5 nights,
Right, right.
and you play whenever they want you to play. Basically, 3 times, at least 3 times a day, sometimes 4.
Wow, that's
But
cool.
but you have to take your equipment all because you get a room in first class, right? So now that
Nice,
means
yeah.
if there's like 26 cars on the train, you got to take all your stuff all the way to coach.
Right. That's right.
So they have to be on wheels or something, right?
Yeah,
You gotta figure
well,
something
it's
out.
like, and wear long sleeves because you're bumping into the walls. And it's like when you're finished coming back, your arms will be all red because you've been scraping the walls from going back and forth. Yeah, I learned that.
Yeah,
But it goes as far as Toronto, and
cool.
and then if you're coming back, you let them know when you want to come back, and then you get they give you a room, and you get
Would-
meals, 3 meals, showers.
Would they be adverse to having a little battery-powered bass
I
amp?
I don't think they would. Usually they don't allow it, but something like that they
Because this thing's not very loud.
no something like that you'd have to sneak it on.
They make
maybe,
very
or so-
tiny
'cause
ones.
you're
don't
not-
they?
They
not-
do make really.
You're not
yes,
supposed to
that's-
sell CDs on the train, but
What?
artists do anyways. Yeah.
Oh, well. Thanks God we're not those kind of
Right.
people.
A CD selling artist. That's right. How pretentious.
But if you had a little tiny amp, and just brought it, no, I don't think anybody's going to say. You'd have to find a place to plug it in, of course. But
Well, that's why I was thinking something with battery power on it.
or batteries, yeah,
That'd
that
be
that
perfect,
would
yeah.
work. Yeah.
That'd be neat. Yeah, we'd be into that. For sure.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Great adventure. Oh, got a couple of more onliners here. John O'Flynn, cheers to all from West Vancouver. John's a great fan of the Duncan Showroom. And Love Doves, tuning in with Christina and Thomas, and thanks for the great music. Karina, a.k.a. Christina's mom. Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you think she shares the beauty of the family? Whoa. Maybe we should have Karina on. What? Settle down. Hi, Karina. Concentrate. Okay, let's see. It's spring, I tell you. I feel completely different. It's so wonderful. Now at this age, the blood boils, but you don't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? You get excited.
Well,
but-
you get it all over everything.
Oh, I know. It's terrible.
Terrible. It's hard to clean up.
It's hard to clean up. Okay, what's your second selection?
It's a tune by Paul Simon, actually. Do you remember his movie, One Trick Pony?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tune from that movie and from that album. It's called Nobody. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Who knows my secret broken bone? Feels my flesh when I'm gone. Who was the witness to the dream? Who kissed my eyes and saw the scream? Lying there, nobody. Who's my reason to begin? Plows the earth, who breaks the skin? Who took my 2 hands, made them 4? Who is my heart? Who is my door? Oh, nobody. Nobody but you, girl. Nobody but you. Nobody in this whole wide world. Nobody. Who makes the bed that can't be made? Who's my mirror? Who's my blade?
little twinkle fingers there at the end.
I love
Thank
the
you.
little twinkly thing
That's
at the end
nice.
there. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, that was beautiful, guys. Really lovely harmonies too. Very nice.
Oh, thanks.
I remember thinking that the last time I heard you play, I thought, these guys have been practicing. Really, it shows up. I hope you'll keep that in mind, that maybe you could fit in a local gig for Ukes Misbehaving.
For Ukes
as a
Misbehaving, yeah.
retirement thing.
That'd be
Maybe
lovely,
there's a
yeah.
spot here, you'd have it recorded, which would be pretty.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Spectacular.
Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
that'd be a blast.
Yeah,
We'd be
yeah.
into that for
Talk
sure.
to the big guy, yeah.
Yeah.
As I kicked myself now for not having seen you more. I sure enjoyed it.
Well, it's a ton of fun, and it like I said before, we do it, and it's kind of a challenge. It's fun because the music that we're playing, the chord structures, I have all these extensions on the chord.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So there are 5 and 6 and sometimes more notes on each chord, and we've got 4 stringed instruments.
Right, that's
So
bizarre, eh?
how do you so
Yeah.
I play part of the chord,
Right.
Clay plays the other part of the chord. So that one song I mentioned, it took 2.5 hours just to figure out what are the voicings we're going to use here to
Right.
get these things. So it's a
Full-
ton of fun to put
But
together.
32 chords
It's like
in one
it's like
song.
Right,
painting
that's crazy.
in a group. Everybody's got a brush, and you've all
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
get
yeah,
the right
yeah.
color. You know, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, we certainly did a good job with it. It was a
Oh,
lot of fun
thanks
to
very
see
much.
you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind. And what are your dreams for the future, musically or travel-wise? We were
Oh,
talking
get
a bit
famous and
Yeah.
millionaires. and stuff.
Okay,
Retire
that's
young.
good. Retire young, good.
Something like that. I think we missed that boat.
Well, you're still young at heart. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's part of it.
I think,
yeah.
keep on playing like
Just keep playing
like a
and
friend
having
of
fun.
ours, Keith Washington. He says,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to have to take him off the stage. He wants to
Good.
die on stage. That's
Good.
his dream.
Yeah, yeah.
And we always said, well, we don't want to be there on that, but
Yeah.
Well, not in that evening, no.
yeah. But
Yeah.
he basically wants to
Save
play
it
till
till
he
the
can't play no
last
more.
song,
Right.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that from him because he's retired from work now, so he's got
He
the
is.
time.
He is,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you
Yeah.
know?
We're having fun with that band too.
Yeah, that's Turnip the Beat.
That's Turn of the Beat, right? Dang it! I'm glad you reminded me. You know what? I was in Port Angeles, and there's a little coffee shop called Turn Up the Beat. Did you know that? Is that
We
any-
did, we
oh,
did.
I
yeah.
wondered.
Yeah, and there's also another band in the States, a
Yeah.
duo called Turnip the Beat.
Oh, it's such a great name.
Yeah, so,
That's funny.
yeah, it's
I meant to
amazing.
send you a picture, but something happened. I don't know. Well, great news, and we look forward to that. What about any planned gigs with Turnip?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're playing this coming Friday in the Eagles in Victoria.
Eagles in
The
Victoria.
nice.
We're at 39 days.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's the big lineup. Big lineup for the Eagles cover
Right.
bands. So we're part
Oh,
of
yeah.
that. Yeah, that
Nice.
afternoon.
Now, who's the other member? I know the guitarist.
Mike Trepanier
Mike
on lead
Trepanier.
guitar.
Right.
Yeah, he was
And-
from the Buka Kings
Right.
a long while ago.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
he's a road veteran for
He
sure.
is,
40
yeah.
years on the road.
40
Yeah.
years on the road as a lead guitar
I remember seeing him at the Swan in the old days of the
Oh, yeah.
jam with
Yeah.
the boys.
with
and-
the Buka Kings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, just even sitting in, what a great guitarist.
Oh.
So
he's-
it's
he's amazing.
Mike Trepanier.
Mike
you two?
Trepanier, Keith Washington on
Washington.
bass.
Yeah.
Frida plays electric uke,
Oh, neat, yeah.
and because there's already a bass player. And I play lap steel and electric guitar. And then we have our drummer
Baba
is-
Lagume.
Bump, oh, no.
is Laverne Cherry she's from
Little town in Saskatchewan,
Little
but she's
Saskatchewan
lived
town.
on the island for a while. But
Right.
So of course everybody's got to have a vegetable name.
Yes,
See,
oh, good.
So Laverne being from
Right.
a sort of Ukrainian background, well she's Baba Lagume,
Baba
the
Lagume.
grandma bean,
Right.
and Frida is Helemeno P.
Aluminum P, yes.
Yeah.
Brian is steamy asparagus.
Oh, that
Yeah,
does
you got to
sound
make
like
sure you
you.
say both names together,
Right,
you know, 'cause don't just call me steamy ass.
No, no.
Mike Trepanier is,
Bernice Shallot.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the leader?
Keith is the leader of the band. We call him Borscht Kaleoff.
Borscht.
So we have lots of fun.
That's good. Yeah.
Tony and
Well,
Gail helped us with those, those crazy names.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
great.
fun. It's a
Well,
fun
you guys
band.
sure bring a lot of joy with your music, so I'm
Well, thanks
glad to
very
hear
much.
you're still carrying on and got the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, wonderful to have you, Eugene.
Well,
anything
thank you
to
very
say?
much. And
Oh,
thanks,
one more
Gene.
thing. Leanie's watching now. Hi, Leanie.
Leanie.
Oh, Leanie's
Hi, Leanie.
watching. No, Leanie.
There she is.
What key did I say was it?
B flat? Did you
You
want a
had
B
B
flat
flat.
or what?
Okay.
B flat was what, but,
Yeah, that's good.
That
Just
work for you?
you guys started with just a 12 bar. You can. Oh, we had fun tonight.
Sure did. Huckleberry Holler.
Say goodnight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, come on back in 2 weeks. I'll play you some more. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you had a good time. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you had a good time. Well, you know, we'll hit the notes. Oh, sublime. Billy, tell us now.
Say good night, everybody. We sure have enjoyed number 105. We have. Said good night, everybody. It's just wonderful to have Huckleberry Holler here, down at the Holler.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're looking forward to more adventures and Sonnet the Abbey in 2 weeks.
Go ahead.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
Uh-huh.
We'll come around again and maybe see you on the road.
Come on, Brian.
Good night, everybody.
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 Let's say good night and let's say goodbye in Gaelic. Oh my God. Martian leave. Martian leave. Oh, Huladunya.
Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, come on back again. Oh, and we'll play you some more. We're gonna go through one more time. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, 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 come on back again, yo, and we'll play you some more.
Yeah.
Oh, good night, everybody.
Good night. That's
See you
Brian
in 2 weeks.
and
Martian
Frida
leave.
of Huckleberry Holler. We got Brooke Ava says, "Oh, hi, Auntie Frida. Thank you." And Sonnet Leave on
Hello,
May
Brooke.
6th, May 20th. Jerry Barnum, sorry. John Wade on June 3rd, and on June 17th, our final show of the season with Leanie Beanie, Billy, and Jeannie.
Sonnet.
Sonnet LeBay. Could I say that right?
LeBay.
Sonnet
We'll be up
LeBay.
next, yes.
We'll be up next 2 weeks. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks
Brian,
very
much
Frida,
for having us,
Huckleberry
you guys.
Holler. Thanks, John.
Big
thanks,
thanks
Ted.
back
our
in the
crowd.
back.
Goodbye,
Thank you very much.
Tweed.
Bye,
Thank you,
Tweed.
guys.
Bye.
See you, Brooke. Thank you, audience.
Good night, you guys.
Thank you. Groupies, they're groupies.
Oh, groupies.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, you got it now. Come on. How sweet it is to be loved by you. A candy to the baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by how sweet it is